Hi there, before I show you the video I want to clarify that I'm not a professional. These are just some paintball tips I collected in the short years I started with paintball. And these are mostly from other players or really professional players who have done it for like 20 years. So, hope you like the video. One thing that I notice a lot when people are playing paintball is that they don't stack their pots full enough. What you get is something like this. So when they walk, one hear this. They can hear you coming from miles away. You might as well put a little cat bell around your neck. So, tip what I got is put just enough. Just reaches the lid. But that it doesn't squash the paintballs, of course. And about this, see? It's barely touching the lid, barely making noise. But you really have to watch out that you don't put too much in it. If I put two more in it, it's not, see, it's not making noise anymore. But if I open it, this is gonna happen. When you are playing paintball, you're bound to get a break in your barrel. That means paint inside. Most people use a swab and a squeegee. I prefer to use first this. To remove the most of paint. Remove the most of it and then use a swab and it's clean again. This way you don't get all of paint over it and it turns into like a if you use this first, it pretty much will look like a paint wash. This one you can easily wash. This is probably the #1 item I see people forgetting or not even thinking about bringing it to the paintball field is paper towel. Once you get done with paintball, and of course if you get hit, you gotta wipe up the hits. So what the most people think, yeah, I bring a normal beach towel or something like that, but it eventually becomes saturated with paint and you will probably make it worse than make it clean. So take one paper towel, wipe it off cleanly. Also when you're doing like with a respawn where you can enter the field again, you could just take a little piece of paper in your pocket, and when you get hit, go back in the back of the field, or the medic will tag you back in, and you can wipe it off and go back in. Of course this won't help you cheat, because a hit will probably will stay visible. These are also very handy for when you have cleaned your mask. The outside of most masks have normal, it's not fully thick, but inside I have an anti-fog layer, and this is a microfiber little cloth, and will leave little fibers inside the mask. So for inside I have used this normal, we call it a farmer's handkerchief. For the inside you can easily clean it. For the outside, the microfiber works perfect. Wipes out stains, so it's pretty much stays clean constantly. One thing that I see some people not even dare or trying is clean your equipment and gear. Eventually your gear will clog up with paint, especially if you look at the fever squill. There's all these little mouth breathing spaces. And of course something you really need to clean is the foam inside the mask. This will soak up all the sweat and also paint, because believe me, even inside your mask there will be paint. I should know by now. But yeah, always keep your gear clean, especially your marker. If paint clogs up inside or on the outside, your marker will become sticky. It will get inside places you don't want it to get. It's like in this one, in the electrical side. And something you also really need to watch is if you have an electrical, like this one is tipping crossover, is the eyes. The eyes detect if a ball is inside. See, if there's no ball inside, if we shoot, they will not shoot. If those eyes are dirty, yeah, you got problems. It will probably chop up a ball inside, and you get breaks, or even worse, it gets inside your marker. You have to put it out together on the field. Of course, that will take away some fun from playing. So, always clean your equipment. I even cleaned up my hopper, my pots, my squeegee, my swap, and of course clothing can of course be easily thrown into the wash machine. Like this is my vest. Usually I manually clean it. What you can usually use to clean it is mostly the cloth, just wipe it off. But I use for like little edges like here, I use a nail scrub for for cleaning your nails, nail brush. It can also be used for your marker. It's really the Tipman. That's a little Picatinny wheel here. Cleaning inside here is of course not wise, not very fun. So make your hairbrush or nail brush wet, go through it, and it's clean. Of course, one thing you need to watch out when cleaning your marker is, like this one has an open side. Here is where you want to avoid where water goes in, because this has to be maintained very well, very looped up. Yes, you see this has all these little crevices, holes where also you don't paint it to clog up. So always keep it clean. One thing you always need to look after is your markers, your paintball gun. Always keep it nice and smooth running. If you don't put some regular maintenance on them, like once a year, or like I do, I always check them out after every day. Like I said, check for if there are paints like inside here, but always keep it looped up, but not too much loop. Too much loop inside your marker will clog up the system, and it gets all this nasty build up inside. And like I said previous, inside, like here you have the ball latch. The ball latch will get stuck, or like on electrical, you will get that the eyes will be clogged up, and basically it can even go inside the marker where the bolt will probably stick. So always keep them nice and clean. When you start paintball, it can be a very expensive sport. A lot of equipment is pricey, because of course it has these quality standards. Markers of course can be very expensive. If you want to go for a very good brand, €500 or dollars is probably where you want a very good marker at. They can even come in thousands. But there's one equipment or gear where you do not want to cheap out on. That is paintball masks. They protect your face, and there's a reason why at most paintball fields you're not allowed to shoot from 5 meters at each other. These masks are specially designed to withstand paintball hits. So don't cheap out on a mask. Like I have started with this FIFA. I got it with my first paintball marker. That was a Tipman. It was part of a set. I was not really satisfied with it. It's very hard, as you can see. This is mostly used as a rental mask. The foam inside is also pretty hard. So I looked into it and I went with the FIFA squirrel. As you can see, this is flexible. So it can stop a bounce if you want. But what I like the most about it is it has a bigger view inside. Now you cannot see it within the camera, but when you have it on your face it probably will. And this is what I like the most about this mask. But if you buy a mask second hand or from a friend, you probably most of the time the lens is in need of replacing. Like this mask has, let's see, I cannot really see the scratches and stuff on it. And yeah, most of the time, like I said earlier, most people don't even care about how their equipment is, how dirty. So when you have a second hand mask, the foam body is saturated with sweat. People breathe in this mask and sweat in this mask, so it's not really nice. So always go for a good brand or a very good mask. This is something that normally people don't think about at all, but a paintball, when it hits on a soft spot on your body, can really hurt, especially if it's close range, like 10 meters, 10 feet. And you don't want to get hit in the private area. I got hit one time when I was wearing this one. This is a standard cup for mostly martial arts. I bought it at a special martial arts store. I got hit once on it. It saved my private area. I have seen one guy get hit in the scrotum area, and he was out for like an hour. He could not play move, so it's not the safest place to get hit. So think about it. It maybe restricts you in your movement, and some like paintball pens, special paintball gear, will have protection inside the pens, even in a padded area. So if you're looking at good paintball pens, look if this has a padded private area, or buy this one as well.